And uh, and the same thing happened just 2 weeks after the news. All of a sudden they announced that gyms will be shut down from tomorrow. And thankfully by the time I had my I'm telling work from home equipment, okay. I had like workout from home equipments probably. So I had all the equipment and I was like, okay, this is enough for the basics, but at least I'll be sticking to my routine, right? So I remember then thoroughly, man, thoroughly, I did not like miss any single day. 6 days I used to work out without any trouble at my home. Same 1.5 hours of workout, 1.5, 2 hours of workout, and that went on. And meanwhile, I told you, right, I was working on this startup also. And if you look at my previous video that I had made on sleep and the importance of sleep, I told you I had this abnormal routine. But even then, I made sure to work out and never miss a single day. So the same thing happened, and I remember working out till I mean completing all my work, digital marketing work and freelancing, and then starting to work out at like 1 in the morning. One Okay, so started my workout at 1 a.m. in the morning, did it till 2:30 a.m., or sometimes say like 12 to 1:30 or 1 to 2:30, and then completed my workout and then had my last meal. Okay, so then at 2:30 or 2:45 I used to have my meal, have it till 3:30, and then go to bed at 4. So I told you, right, if you look at my last video you'll get to know this routine. I absolutely don't suggest this. You need to look at that video for complete reference. This is a very bad routine, man, according to me. All this is nonsense, so you need to have like a thorough routine. At least for me it is nonsense. I know some people are very productive at night and all that, but I'm definitely not. I prefer sleeping. So I mean, no offense to anyone. Yeah. Then coming back to that, I told you I stuck to my routine. Then I started feeling that slight progress. Okay, I was like, oh, my shirts are becoming tight now. My vests are becoming tighter. Oh, I could feel that whatever growth in my chest, my biceps, my triceps, my legs too. So all of that. So all that happened, and then yeah, I think. Oh yeah, I even remember some of my comments my mother made. Okay, so she was like, "Oh, you're looking like you're looking like a bouncer. You're looking like a yeah, you're looking like a bouncer or a bodyguard and all that." Yeah, that was definitely encouraging, man, because that's what you want to hear during bulking, right? Yeah, all that happened, and then naturally the lockdown was lifted too, and then we were back to the gym. I go back to the gym on the same day the gyms were scheduled to be reopened, and then I go to the gym. I look at myself in the mirror. My God, I'd become huge. Okay, I was very curious to check my weight also, and then I immediately I go to the weighing machine and I look at my weight. And yeah, to give you a context, by the time I had started, like 6 months prior to the first wave, I think this went on for 3 or 4 months. uh, Prior to that, I was I weighed around what 68 kilos, and my weight right now was, say, like after 4 or 5 months, it was 80 kilos, man. I was like, dude, I've become big. I've become big. And all that happened. And yeah, I had that amazing feeling. And most of my gym mates, again, they had like shrunken size because obviously most of them did not work out at home, or they did not have that provision of getting equipments and all of that. So some of them even asked me, they were like, dude, did you actually come to the gym and did you work out with whatever the owners or anything like that? I was like, no, no, I had like some equipment at my home and I had ordered it right before they made an announcement of lockdown. So that's how I was able to get all these equipment, and I worked out every day at my home. And everybody were shocked to see me. Okay, they were like, "Dude, you've become massive, man." I mean, I had like I received many compliments from my gym mates and the gym community. So I was very happy. Okay, and then I was like, okay, let me stop the bulk at 85 kilos. Okay, and then I go back to my normal routine. I'm starting to lift heavy, do all the. This time I did not face any trouble. I did like 1 week of proper circuit and then got back to my routine. And yeah, this time I did not feel that I've lost some energy. Obviously, that you can't replicate that feeling of lifting heavy weights, right? Because the maximum lift that I could do at my home was probably around 30 kilos. That's it in a bar. Say I used to do deadlift just with 30 kgs, but that's not even my starting weight in the gym. But yeah, that was at least enough to retain my muscles at my home. And the same thing goes on, and at the end of that month, nearly after 6 months of my bulking, I stood at 82 kilos, 81.7 or 82 kilos. uh, then all of a sudden, yeah, I told you I wanted to touch 85. All of a sudden, I'm doing pull-ups and probably like just walking. Okay, I could feel that shortness of breath, man, and I was not even able to do more than 3 or 4 pull-ups. But naturally, I can easily do around, like, not easily, with some struggle, of course. So naturally, I can do some 15 to 20 pull-ups, man. 15 is like, yeah, easy, but 20, yeah, if I'm in that proper zone, I can crush 20 also in a single set. So but no, that day, or continuously for 3 or 4 days, I'm not even able to do more than 3 or 4 pull-ups. Then I realized that, damn, man, it's time to cut. I've become way too heavy, and I was feeling that shortness of breath also. I was like, yeah, man, time to cut. And then I planned the complete. I altered all my macros and looked at my uh, calories that I would be requiring for cutting, and then my calories came around. So I calculated my calories to be somewhere around what, 2,300 or 400, I think. So 2,300 or 400. Nearly, I dropped like 600 calories from my bulking. So yeah, around 2,300, 400, and then I planned all the meals that I would be having, all the changes that I would make, and I was like, okay, fine, man. Now it's time to cut. Oh, just to give you a context, I'm an vegetarian. I'm actually a vegetarian, but after I joined the gym, started having egg whites, because yeah. So that's like a brief context about me. So yeah, and all that happens, uh, and then from next day, I'm like, okay, let me start cutting. Uh, so the day comes, and I'm like, oof, man, finally time to cut. I was actually scared because I was like, man, I'm dropping almost like 600 calories. I know you should drop around 200, 300 calories, but I felt that back then I was amateur, but I felt that no, man, like just dropping 300 calories, it's not even touching my maintenance, no, because my maintenance, I think, if I remember, it was around 2,300 or 400, I think, 500, I think so, 2,300 or 400, but I had taken it to 3,000 calories for my bulking. So for my cutting, I thought I should like drop 300 calories from my maintenance, so that it'll be around 2,300 or 200. So yeah, and all that happens, and from the next day, I'm cutting. Okay, and on the first day, I'm having this bad headache and a craving to eat something. Okay, I'm craving to eat more. I remember I had completely stopped take intake of rice. I had replaced it with chapatis. I'll probably share my diet also with you if that can help. Probably in the further videos or in the future videos. So that happens, and on the first day, bad headache, and I'm feeling that I'm not 100%. There's something that is missing. Second day, also same thing. Also the same thing. I'm again feeling dizzy. I'm not like 100%. That headache. I started wondering, man. I don't know how many days is this thing going to continue. Like, is this going to continue forever?